how were you able to kind of heal from this whole experience, and how did you get to where you are right now?
A few responses that you can have to trauma. We all know fight or flight. That's the very classic kind of response. But you can also have something called fawn or freeze. Freeze is something where you kind of dissociate from the trauma, and fawn is something more that's like people pleasing. I definitely focused more on like the fawn or freeze response when I was in my 20s, and I was definitely running from my trauma. Once 2020 hit, I finally was like, okay, I need to do something about this. I'm having a lot of really bad relationships. Like, I just want to end this cycle.
When you say bad relationships, like abusive relationships?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. That was kind of like my big thing that made me realize that I needed to get outside help. And so I ended up finding a trauma therapist, and she helped me realize why I was repeating the same patterns and kind of gave me a different light of why certain things affected me differently. And so that was really helpful for myself.
What about you, Liz?
I did things a little bit different. I just put my head down and focused on school. I was zoned in on the life that I wanted to create for myself. So similar to Erica, I kind of disassociated. She also mentioned the fawn response. That was very much me. I did a lot of people pleasing. I was also really struggling with setting healthy boundaries with friends, within my relationships. I ended up seeing a therapist actually when our dad passed away when we were 23. I went in for the grief part of it initially, and then I was like, ooh, I should probably stay here.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting a lot out of it other than I can vent to her, and then she would be super shocked, and I'd be like, this is not super helpful.
She was like, oh, that happened? Wow.
Her jaw was on the floor, and I was like, oh, okay, what do we do now?
I actually just had that experience today in therapy. So
Oh,
it's
good,
fun. Yeah.
good. I love that.
Yes.
So I found a new therapist. I've been seeing her for the last like year or so, and it's been night and day. I feel like I've made so much better progress.
Yay.